All right. Feeney Talks with Friends, episode 129. This is a good one. How you doing, Anthony?
Very well. How are you?
Anthony's Abatement in the house.
Yes, sir.
I'm very excited to talk with Anthony. But first, let me review. Episode 128 was a good one. We talked with the Rotary Club of West Hartford. We talked with my friends Patrice, Victor, and Kyle. Go back and check it out. As you can see, this is Feeney Talks with Friends. My name is Eric Feeney, founder and president of Friends of Feeney. Friends of Feeney is a nonprofit, and we help children and families that need assistance after heartbreak or tragedy. And I use this podcast, Feeney Talks with Friends, and I talk to great people in the community that are doing great things. And you've been helping people in the community for 10 years, maybe 11, going on 11 years now.
Going on 11, that's right. And it's a big part of what we do.
And you went to Conard, so you're a West Hartford guy.
Conard, then Southern Connecticut and New Haven. And back home to West Hartford, and started the first company.
What elementary school?
Duffy.
Middle school?
Sedgwick.
Nice. Shout out to the West Hartford public schools.
Yeah, it's great, man. I mean, I was very lucky to grow up where I did, and the school system's excellent. Yeah.
That's so cool. I went to Southern.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Nice.
When did you go to Southern?
Go Owls. So I graduated in 2012.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was 2000. So.
It's a fun spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old New Haven. What dorm did you stay at?
Oh, jeez. What a great question.
I was in Neff Hall.
You were Neff.
Wilkerson.
What a memory on you to remember that. Yeah, Wilk, then Brownell, and then I was off campus.
Yeah, so I went Neff, Brownell, off campus.
Cool.
I was a Nephugy.
Yeah,
Neff Hall.
That name stuck in 2012, too.
Still, they were Nephugies then, too?
Same thing. Yeah.
And the Wilk was the Woo. If you went to Wilkerson, that was the Woo.
Okay.
Chase is the place. Farnham Courts.
We were Wilk boys.
Wilk boys.
Then I don't really remember the others. You got a great memory.
Brownell. That was a nice little spot.
Yeah.
That was like co-ed. That's where I met my wife.
No way.
My dorm and her dorm were next to each other.
Yeah.
The thin cement walls, right?
Yeah.
So I'd bang on the wall and I
Get
like
out.
you. Why don't you like me? That was my pickup line.
Yeah, that seemed to
and
work.
it worked.
Good.
And we've been married almost going on 20 years.
Oh,
so we met at Southern, Brownell Hall.
How about that?
Move-in day. I hear Kokomo by the Beach Boys, and I'm like, who's playing Kokomo?
Yeah.
On a college campus. I go in, and I see like this. She has short, fiery red hair, long sleeve shirt, basketball shorts. And I was like, that's it.
How about
That's
that?
the one.
Oh, I love that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anthony's Abatement. So, I teach third grade.
Yes.
Abatement's a big word for our third graders.
Yeah.
How do you explain abatement
It's
to
a
someone?
big word for a lot of people. Abatement technically means to slow down the process of whatever it is you're talking about. In terms of what we do, asbestos abatement, lead abatement, mold remediation, we want to stop the problem and remove the problem. So if it's asbestos, we're removing it or we're encapsulating it. If it's lead, we're removing it. And if it's mold, we're removing it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that here that you do asbestos abatement, lead paint removal, mold removal, water damage restoration, material testing, oil tank removal, and demolition services.
Yeah, that's right.
So oil tank, like that's got to be a huge process. I don't understand, how do they get these oil tanks in the basement?
Yeah.
Do they build a house around it? And then how do they get them out?
Yeah.
What's the trick?
Oil tanks are tough. Each one is different. So we clean out we pump out the oil, we clean out the sludge, and normally we have to cut the tank up to get it out.
Cut it into pieces.
Yeah, and it's a nasty process. The oil stains everything it touches. The smell is aggressive. So when we take it out of your home, we build a plastic containment just to do that, to carry out the waste. Yeah, because the smell is so pungent. And then there's a good cleanup process afterwards. It's a nasty material, so we don't want to leave anything behind. The mission of Anthony's Abatement is to create healthy buildings, schools, homes for the children of Connecticut. And, that is near and dear to our heart. So we stick to that with everything that we do.
Yeah. Now, you said near and dear to your heart, helping the children.
Yeah.
I want to thank you. Personally, you helped Friends of Feeney on multiple fundraisers. You sponsored our golf tournament with two, not just one T sign, maybe two or three T signs.
Sure.
So thank you. And then a wonderful, wonderful event. It was a community event at your alma mater.
Yeah.
Conard. And I randomly talked to you, right? We just bumped into each other once
right.
at Beachland Tavern.
Yeah, Beachland.
And you're like, you overheard something. You're like, what? What do you do? You help children and families? You're in West Hartford? I'm a West Hartford guy. You're a West Hartford guy. And I had this idea, hey, do you want to sponsor Riley Fox scoring his 2,000th point? And we were going to give Friends of Fox t-shirts.
Yeah.
And here's our Friends of Fox. Riley's buddy designed it.
Awesome.
It's a really cool design. Look at that artwork. But we were able to give all of these out for free because look at that sponsorship on the back. Anthony's Abatement right there.
That's pretty good.
And then Riley signed mine. Thanks for everything. He was podcast number 93. At the time, he scored 2,028 points.
What a feat, man. That is awesome.
It would take me, I'm 46. I still haven't scored 2,000 points in my career.
Yeah.
Been playing since I was 10.
Even pickup included.
Right? Woket Park.
Yeah.
The gym.
Yeah.
Even layups. You know? But anyway, yeah, thank you so much. That was a huge thing. So
yeah, of course.
You sponsored, I think we gave out like 500 shirts or something, 200 to 500 shirts.
It's great.
I go to a couple Yale games, and people are still wearing these up at Yale to show support for Riley.
Oh, I love to hear that.
So people are wearing these at the gym, and so it was huge. And thank you so much, man.
Yeah,
you care about the community, and I'm very glad to get to talk with you.
Yeah.
You seem like a really good guy. You had some cool bulletin boards and billboards, right?
Yeah.
And, dude, this was the coolest. I'm watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Come on, halftime.
Yeah.
You had a halftime commercial.
We did.
Can we talk about that?
It was nerve-wracking. So we did it last year and we did it this year. It's just 5 seconds. You know, it's real quick, but it helps get the word out, and you know, it's amazing notoriety.
I told my girls and my wife, I'm like, Anthony's Abatement.
Yeah.
That's my guy. He helped us do the Friends of Fox.
Yeah, we get a lot of feedback like that, like saying, hey, I saw you. I told all my friends about, and you know, that brings a smile to my face. I love seeing that.
Yeah.
The community around us is excellent, and they support us, and you know, we just try to give back.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Do you want to get into ranges and cost? Like, is
Super
it a
Bowl
lot?
commercial?
Is it a lot? Is it a little bit? Is it?
It's a lot. For 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know the national broadcasts, those things are like $30 million or
Insane.
$20 million.
Right. We're just local. We cover the state of Connecticut. That's it.
But still, it got out there, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. So I haven't seen the numbers for this year, but last year, the day after, well, I guess the night of and the day after our Super Bowl commercial, got 19,700 hits on the website, where we're normally at like 100 a day. So
it works.
It worked.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
it's amazing.
very cool.
Yeah. It was a good halftime show and pretty solid game, so that helps.
It worked out.
Yep.
No, that was cool. I was like, I gotta ask. Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want a Friends of Feeney Super Bowl commercial. Can we collaborate
maybe
next
we
year?
can. Maybe we can get the logo up there for next year.
Be a good friend.
Yeah.
Use Anthony's Abatement. Boom, boom.
Yeah, I like that.
Logo.
Absolutely.
Quick. I like it. So yeah, no. Speaking of your website, Anthony'sAbatement.com.
Yes.
Some really good stuff. Who runs that? Who updates that? Because
that's a great question because he does deserve a shout out. His name is Evan with Upstream Agency, and he runs the website. He updates it monthly, and yeah, I love our website. He started it back in 2020, I want to say, and it's a huge reason why people trust us because the first thing they see is a professional, well-built website.
Yeah.
And 100+ 5-star Google reviews helps.
Yes, I saw that too. Leave a Google review.
Yeah.
That's smart. And they're all positive, all 5 stars.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of them today. And then you could be reached at 860-385-8501.
Yes, that's correct.
That's the number.
Yeah.
And Carla, I've been going back and forth with Carla about the
Carla's incredible.
The sponsorship, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Yep.
So it's Carla at atcompanies.com.
Yeah, Carla at atrcompanies.com.
ATR.
And yeah, she's excellent. She's our office manager, and she makes everything go.
And then you're located right off of Telkett Road on
we're
Grassmere.
right in West Hartford. Yeah.
So I go to Uber Dog and I go to Dr. Rick's Chiropractor.
Oh, okay.
So I think you're right in the middle.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, you go down a little bit, you bang a right, and that's our shop.
Very nice.
Yeah.
How many people do you have employed?
So it varies depending on the jobs that we have and the size of them, but anywhere from 20 to 25. Yep.
And then do you finish basements?
We don't. So we don't do anything after the removal. We don't do the rebuild. We have excellent contractors on our referral list that we hand out. But no, we're solely focused on going back to our mission statement. Our goal is to make safe environments for families and kids, and that's what we stick to.
Nice.
We keep it simple. We only offer a few services, and we do those really well.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love to hear that. Do you do crawl spaces like?
Well, we work in crawl spaces, and we will waterproof them for certain clients if they need us to, or if the crawl space is a little more demanding than a normal basement waterproofing job would be. We kind of get called in like a pinch hitter, but not often.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a personal question. I need a basement and a crawl space done. So
We could check it out for you.
all right,
You would be one of those special few.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it. And I do love the shirt too.
Good, man. I'm glad. Yeah.
Swagged up. Let's talk about the flags. We got the.
Got the American flag, got the Italian flag, and the Portuguese flag.
All right.
So I was blessed with great food growing up, and culture that I'm really proud of. Yeah.
Nice. Do you eat at Primavera?
Oh my gosh, all the time.
Chavez? You ever
Love
tried
it.
Chavez
I
yet?
love Chavez. I love Primavera, and Italian restaurants. You know, they're a dime a dozen, but a lot of great ones in West Hartford Center. Yeah.
You want to name one?
I like Trevor a lot.
Nice.
Yeah. You?
Yeah. Trevor's good.
Yeah.
Scott Miller was a guest.
Yeah.
Shout
Bricco's
out-
excellent. Bricco probably takes the cake for me. We did the demolition of the Bricco when they did their renovation last
Nice.
year. Yeah, so we did the select
Of their
demo.
new kitchen?
Well, they did the kitchen, and they kind of did a facelift around the whole restaurant. So all the finishes, bar tops, carpet, flooring, walls, we stripped it all, and then M&D Construction did a great job on the build-up.
Very cool.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, Billy's been saying for years he's going to be a guest. So
Yeah.
come on, Billy.
He's a busy man.
Yeah.
He's great, though. He's an awesome guy to work for.
And then T.O., the chef, head chef, T.O. is
Yeah.
awesome. I
Yeah.
work with his daughter at Wolcott School.
Do you?
Yeah, he's great.
Oh, yeah.
A couple hostess were former students.
Yeah.
Going through there.
I bet.
Yeah, great place.
Well, that's what's interesting about being a teacher is you see so many kids come through, and then I would imagine you keep a lot of those relationships afterwards, or you see them around town. And
Yeah.
That
I
always is
just was
interesting.
walking Saturday night.
Yeah.
I was walking to Savoy.
Yeah.
And there's a huge line for the bunker.
Okay.
All of a sudden I hear Mr. Feeney, Mr.
Yeah.
Feeney. Two of my former fifth graders,
Whoa.
Dominic and Kayla,
Yeah.
come running up to me.
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Feeney, we had to say hi.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're out. Like, but if they were 10, 12 years ago,
There you go.
They're out and about.
Yeah. It might be tough for you to walk around going to local gyms, and
Yeah.
you get seen everywhere, I'm sure.
Just yesterday, I'm 46, so I had my first ever, I was going to talk about it, but colonoscopy.
Uh-oh. I
You knew
kind
it
of
was
knew that was
coming.
coming after you said 46.
And then all of a sudden I hear Feeney,
Oh, jeez.
the nurse assistant or tech assistant goes,
Yeah.
hey, I played Cards Against Humanity with you at John Scripps' house.
Get out.
And I'm like, it's my good friend John's cousin Todd's
Yeah.
wife, Erin.
Oh, okay.
Probably
Yeah.
breaking all types of HIPAA rules, but I'm like, tell Script.
Yeah.
But it was just like you said, that was just a funny connection. That wasn't a former student, but
Yeah.
it was just like, I'm
Well-
trying to get a colonoscopy. I'm like, the day before is like not fun.
Yeah, I've heard.
You're going under, so all my mind is like, you're kind of nervous about going
Sure.
under. But it
Yeah.
worked out.
Good.
I'm here. I'm
Seemed
fine.
like a healthy
Everything was
guy.
good. Yeah, I try to work out. I know you work out.
Yeah, a little bit.
What are you
Yeah.
putting up?
Oh, jeez.
What do you deadlift, bench,
Uh,
everything?
I don't deadlift much, but I
Do you
gotta
bench
get
the
back
bench?
into. Yeah, I bench. I like benching 315.
315.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay.
It comes and goes though, you know. Sometimes the shoulders hurt and you can't even put up.
I just did
225
135 the other day.
Yeah.
Twice. Tried
Twice.
to
You
do
could Get
185.
out of here. You do more than that.
I tried to do 185, and I got a little hesitant.
Is it
I
Big
didn't do
Sky that we've come across each other, or where are you at?
I go to the JCC.
Yeah.
I see your stories.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm referring to.
I thought I walked years ago. I thought
maybe the Edge. You ever go to the Edge?
Yeah.
Okay. I went to the Edge for 2 weeks.
JCC's great too.
Yes.
Yeah.
You like the JCC? You want to try it?
We did.
Free
I
week
probably
pass.
will. Yeah.
Free week pass for my
Yeah.
guy, Anthony.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Yeah.
No, I've been playing basketball there for 16 years. Every Wednesday, I just became a member. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Swimming, working out, sauna. Are you a big sauna guy?
Yeah, I love the sauna.
Ah, like that changes your whole day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Saunas are amazing. And then if you could follow that up with a cold shower, it's
Yeah.
like the contrast.
Yeah.
You're on top of the world.
So
You're
I
floating for the rest of the
I
day.
got a cold plunge in the backyard, but it's been frozen solid for like a month. Haven't been able to use it, but the cold plunge gets you going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you go all the way under?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you start all the way under.
I can't fit all the way under, but I try.
Do you have the tub or like the
I
more
got
barrel?
the little Amazon inflatable one. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's outside, so that's
That's the
Right
worst
card.
part is getting out.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to try Float 41
Yes.
over by Target.
Right over there.
Right over here.
Yeah.
But there's one in Cromwell called Float 41 Exhale, where you do the sauna, cold plunge,
Yeah.
and you do a rotation, sauna, cold plunge, sauna. It's a
Yeah.
contrast therapy, fire and ice.
Yeah.
Sarah's great, podcast sponsor.
Okay.
I'll send her your way. But again, you feel like you could run a marathon after that.
Yeah.
Because, you do like 10 minutes in the sauna. I work my way up. I do like 2 minutes in the cold plunge. And
Yeah.
then next round, I could get to like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And then the following round, I'm like 5.
Now is it called the float chamber where it's totally dark in there?
So that's
They have that as well.
they have that one over here.
Have you done that?
Oh yeah, I love that.
What's that like?
That
I've
turns
always
you
been
off.
interested.
That turns you off, and like
When you say turn it off, it means like
we have
thoughts
so
running in
much.
your head.
Yeah, we have so much on our mind. We're so busy.
Yeah.
It allows you to just decompress and just think about nothing and float, and it puts your body at the most natural position. The arch in your neck and back, like you get out, you feel taller,
Yeah.
and your spine feels straight. I think it's better than a chiropractor.
I think that's
You know
so
who goes
cool.
over there? Dan Hurley.
Oh,
goes
yeah?
over there once a month because you see him. He's all fired up.
Yeah, that
He
guy.
needs to float.
Yeah. He does.
If anyone needs to float, Dan Hurley
Sure,
floats. And he shouted him out one time at a press.
Did he?
Some reporter was asking him. He goes, "You know what I need? I need to get to Float 41 to float."
Oh wow.
So it was like a good little
awesome.
shout out for her.
I've
But,
always been interested in doing that. Yeah.
yeah. So they do a 60 and a 90.
Minutes.
Yes. So the first time you're like 60 is way too long, right?
Yeah, it
But by
sounds
the
it.
time, because the first time you're like, I gotta get comfortable. You can float. There's so much salt in the water. 10,000 pounds of salt.
Yeah.
You're buoyant. Like you could float. You can go I, T. You can go across the body.
Really?
You're just floating, and you can hit the sides. It's like
Yeah.
dark. You can hit music, no music. You could get a little donut for your head, which is like a pillow, and you're just floating. And it's so calm. But
That
then, like I
sounds
said,
nice.
by the time I found it, I was like, the lights went on. 60 minutes were up, and I was like, all right.
Okay.
So the next time, I'm like, all right, let me try 90.
Yeah.
Or it was really cool. I went in with my wife because they have you could co-ed float.
Sure.
So she felt comfortable. She said that like knowing that you're there made me feel a little more relaxed.
I get that. Yeah.
So she actually enjoyed it because they do ones that like are an eggshell
Yep.
that you can pull down one person, and then they got this huge one. It's like a shower. You walk in and you can
Oh.
float together. And Nicole and I have done it, and we like that one too.
Yeah.
Kind of like hold hands a little bit.
Sure,
and
sure.
just float again. Like then you got like some salt kicking up on your chest, and definitely don't want to rub your eyes.
Yeah.
But then you shower after and have some kombucha. It's just a great. I can't talk about it enough.
It sounds it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That-
over here raving on float.
You got me
Cut a whole
interested
commercial.
now. Yeah.
You should try it.
Yeah,
it's-
I will be.
I'll connect you with Sarah. She'll
Yeah,
take care
I
of you.
appreciate
It's so
that.
good.
Well,
So
you are a
good.
master of connections as well.
I got a lot of friends.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
So back to your favorite restaurant. You're at Bricco.
Sure.
You can eat with 4 guests, dead or alive.
Jeez.
Who you eating with?
Oh boy. I wasn't ready for that. Let's see. Dead or alive? Johnny Cash,
I like it.
Jimi Hendrix. boy, Vince Lombardi. Then where am I going? Gosh. Tiger Woods.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. 2 athletes, 2 musicians.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very cool. Some people always do like family member, politician, athlete.
Yeah, I
But,
probably should have thought of the family, but sorry, guys. We're going for the famous people.
You love it. Vince Lombardi, are you a Packers fan?
No, I'm a Jets fan, but my dad is a Packers fan.
Gotcha.
And, I mean, Vince Lombardi, that would just, the personality that at least it seems he had would be wild to ask him some questions.
Yeah, great leader,
Yeah.
coach, fired up guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger's an easy one.
Do you golf?
I do.
Oh, come
Not
on.
well, but I play.
You got to play in the tournament next year.
Yes, I know.
September 13th.
September
Tunxus.
13th, Tunxus. Yep.
We're going to go back to that. I'm going to shout out some sponsorship opportunities, too, because I know you got a good heart and a good guy.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. We love sponsoring good things, giving back to the community a little bit. I think last year, Anthony's Abatement donated just over $30,000 to different causes.
Wow.
You, Friends of Feeney, of course, Covenant Prep, which is a school in Hartford. What else we got going? Connecticut Children's Hospital, always. That's pretty close to us because a lot of the lead-poisoned kids come through there, and
wow.
we're the contractors working in their homes, making them safe. Geez, I'm forgetting our 4th big one, but yeah. Yep.
Johnny's Jog, do you help with or no?
Yeah, Johnny's Jog for sure.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great. We collaborate with the CCMC or CMC now for the sunflower kids.
Yeah.
Kids that need that are there for a while that need socks, pajamas,
Yeah.
T-shirts. We fundraise for them. Great program over there, obviously. Covenant Prep. I just sat down with Dan Clark and Mike Halen.
Yeah.
Do you know those two?
They're on the board, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're on the board.
Yeah.
Interesting. I just met with them at Rockledge last week.
Yeah. Great guys.
Dan Clark's awesome, and Mike,
Absolutely.
first time meeting him, it was wonderful chatting with him
Yeah.
too. Yeah, great people.
Yeah. And that school's awesome.
Really?
I mean, the things
What's your
that they're
take on
doing.
that?
It's incredible. You know, you're giving kids opportunities that they would never even scratch. And not only are you giving them the opportunities, those kids are taking full advantage of them.
Yep.
And they're going to awesome schools and these insane careers afterwards. The
Yeah.
impact is immeasurable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know they go on to. Their graduating is 100%. Avon Old Farms,
Yeah.
Ranbrook, Loomis,
Yep.
Westminster, all the
Big
great high
names.
schools.
Yeah, and then they're going on to even bigger colleges.
Yeah, they got a Yale kid. No, not a Yale kid.
They have, I mean, there's BC. Throughout the years, they send kids to everywhere.
That's
Yeah.
great that you do that.
Yeah,
that's
no,
so
they're
funny.
good.
I just met with them. Met with Mike and Ryan last time.
Yeah, March 15th, Baseball and Bow Ties is their event.
You going?
Oh, yeah.
I just got invited to that too.
Yeah?
I might be there. All right. Dan
All right.
invited me.
Yeah, good.
Okay, cool. And what was the other one? So, Covenant.
Johnny's Jog, of course.
Johnny's Jog.
Also
They're
with
great.
Dan.
Oh yeah, Dan's great.
Yep.
I had Laura and Kelly from Johnny's Jog. Laura Moran.
Yeah.
They were a podcast guest. Great friends. We earned the the Clover Club. So Johnny's Jog, they donate to Covenant Prep every year.
Yep.
They do 3 every year, and then they pick a 4th one, which changes. And Friends of Feeney was honored a couple years ago.
Oh,
So
nice.
it was huge. It was really catapulted our organization. It was
Yeah.
our biggest one-time grant ever. So thank you
wow.
again, Johnny's Jog.
That's incredible.
Oh, yeah, let's talk golf. So golf, September 13th. We want to thank Brook Golf's already doing some merch. Keating Agency is sponsoring the beer, and Fuchs Financial is sponsoring a hole. Those
Yeah.
are already, we have a couple people that have sponsored. You got to get out and golf.
I know it.
Let me just look up some things because I want to shout out some opportunities. We got a $10,000 one is like the what is it called? Oh shoot, I'm gonna check it out. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, pull that up. We'll definitely be attending that event and sponsoring
Nice.
once again. You know, we got a pretty good little 4-person squad put together. We're coming off a win from the West Hartford Chamber, so
You won it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, had nothing to do with me, but we had good team members.
Oh, yeah, Keating. Look at that. Keating and Fuchs are already on there. So you get your logo on the website.
Yep.
Golf Law Group. Presenting sponsor. So you get the foursome. You get, when everyone puts their score in, you get your logo on the app.
Yeah.
Signage everywhere. Cocktail hour sponsorship. T-shirt sponsorship. Exclusive hole sponsorship. You could set up a table. Hole in one. Closest to the pin. Hole in one. Longest drive. Bear sponsor just mulligan sponsorship. So everyone buys the mulligans.
Yeah.
We have like this cute kid that goes around and selling them. I almost didn't do it last year. We raised $400 off the mulligans.
Wow.
But then people are like, people abuse it or use too many or
Well,
not
yeah.
enough. But
I'm a culprit of that. I'll buy as many mulligans as I can afford.
T-sign sponsor. So these are some really wonderful opportunities to
Yep.
get involved. And again, thank you again. I know you will sponsor. You sponsored last year.
Of course, yeah. Without a doubt, we'll be sponsoring something.
Presenting sponsor. Yeah, a couple of these come with foursomes, like the cocktail hour sponsor. Shout out to King of Dings. They are our pin flag sponsors, and lunch sponsors.
Excellent.
His wife was pregnant last year, and he's like, around the turn there was no lunch. He's like, you know what? My wife's hungry. Next year I'm sponsoring lunch.
I love
was like,
that.
You're the man, Kevin.
Yeah.
You're the man.
Very good. Yeah, and you mentioned Keating Agency. I've known the Keating since I was a kid.
Oh,
I went to school with Kevin. Ryan was a little older. And Mora, I mean, I hung out with them almost every day after school.
really cool.
Yeah.
As a nonprofit, we need directors and officer insurance. I use Keating.
Yep.
They sponsor the podcast. Shout out to the Keatings. I had Ryan Keating on episode 23 because he was the Michael Jordan of insurance.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Big Mike just sponsored the cocktail today.
Yep.
So thank you,
yeah.
Mike. Keating
Yeah.
Agency
He's a good
sponsor that. And Matt already put it up there. You already got the Keating logo on the website? Oh, yeah. Man, this guy doesn't
Fast
play
move.
around.
I say you got a great team around.
Great team. That's Matt and Jen. This is
You.
Anthony.
How you doing?
We're talking him into it. We're trying to get him to be the presenting sponsor or the cocktail sponsor.
Yep. He's greasing the wheels. It's
Greasing
working
it up. Greasing it up. So back to it. What Anthony's Abatement.
Yeah.
So where'd you get the inspiration to create this organization and company, and where did you learn about it?
Yeah.
So I'm interested. As being a third grade teacher, you could have any job in the world.
Yeah.
And your job is you want to take care of people's houses and make sure it's clean,
Yep.
efficient, and you're concerned about kids. I love that.
Absolutely. So the inspiration started when I was a kid. My dad owned his own electrical business, and I wanted to be just like him. I didn't know what it was going to be, but I wanted to be a business owner. That blossomed into starting my first company, which we did only commercial stuff. And I didn't love that because there was no real connection with the clients. It was, the lowest bidder eats, and that's it. Get the job done as fast as you can for as cheap as you can. Keep it moving. So I didn't have any really fulfillment through that. So I broke off from that company. I started Anthony's Abatement, and we only attacked the residential, which is what I cared about. And I knew there was a lot of holes in the industry, so we tried to take advantage of those and provide the level of customer service that you would get from your HVAC guy or your carpenter or your kitchen remodeler. That didn't really exist in our industry, so I tried to bring that to the forefront. And it seemed to work out based off referrals and stuff. So once we got some traction, then we were able to market like a real business, and now we're here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's kind of, growth is always on our horizon. We're never going to stop growing. And like I said, our mission is just try to make as many healthy buildings and homes and schools as we can,
Very cool. Where'd you come up with the logo? I like that.
The logo is great. So the inspiration from that was a company in the UK called UK Asbestos Fighters. So they have like a whole action figure of a guy soaring through the air. And I had a graphic designer I was like, look, I like this. Give me something similar, but just a head. And he came up with that. And, yeah, that gets a lot of good feedback.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
It reminds me of G.I. Joe.
the logo's great. Yeah,
G.I. Joe's giving off G.I. Joe vibes.
we get a lot of "Are you a firefighter?" Just because of the way our shirt is and the badge and the placement of it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, the logo sticks.
I like
Definitely.
it. Yeah.
We got lucky. That was like one hit wonder. Yeah, first try, first proof, boom, nailed it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then, is your dad still working?
He is. He is the building official for the city of Hartford. Yeah, he stopped working with his hands, I want to say like 7-8 years ago. Became an inspector for the city of Hartford, and then, you know, he works his butt off. So he worked his way up, and yeah, now he's trying to make it super efficient. Permits, inspections, stuff like that. It's a tough spot.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much quantity.
Does he check in on restaurants, or is that
No,
fire
that's,
marshal stuff?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's.
gotcha.
I think that's more like health department.
Health department?
Yeah, no, he's like
Code
you
of
pull the
building?
building permit.
Gotcha.
How's the project looking? Inspection, final inspection, rough in, and yep. So he's got that place humming now.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah.
All right, so our motto, be a good friend. You know, hold the door, pick up trash, give a compliment, be charitable.
Yes.
I know it's your dad, but what makes your dad a good friend or a good dad?
That guy cares so much about people, and it goes from people that he knows extremely well to people that he doesn't know at all. I mean, just because of the weather lately, I've been thinking about when I used to snowblow with him, and I would hate the fact that we'd have to walk down and do our neighbor's driveway 3 doors down, and we finished an hour ago. Why are we still going? Why are we cleaning people's aprons and sidewalks, and why are we driving to all the grandparents doing their driveways, and why can't they get someone to do it? Now I see the value of that. So he was just helping everyone, and in his business, he helped people so much that it probably was to a fault where he didn't grow it the way he could have. So that instilled in me, okay, that's people before profits. And it was pretty simple. And to be totally honest with you, I didn't even realize I was doing it. It was kind of subconscious, but it was just built into me through him. So
That's awesome.
Why is he a good friend? He helps everyone he sees. Yeah,
Very cool.
I'm lucky to be his son.
That's awesome. What
Yeah.
minute are we? I like it. You got to remember that. That's a good one.
34 minutes.
34 minutes. Shout out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops.
What's
That's
his name?
right. Al Torromeo.
Al Torromeo.
Good guy. Yeah. And Mom's great too. Rose, she's awesome. She's done, I think she's going on her 40th year at St. Francis Hospital. Yep. She started and met my dad in dietary, and worked her way up to like medical secretary and the PACU and everything. And shout out to Mom too, because she's the backbone of everything.
Rose and Al.
Yes.
Big Al.
Yep, that's
Do you have any
right.
brothers or sisters?
Yeah, 2 sisters. Two
Nice.
sisters. I'm lucky. I got a great family. Ange and Elena. Elena's a teacher, and Angela is working at Connecticut Children's as the right-hand woman to the CFO. And I mean, I don't know anyone with more drive and work ethic than Ange, and I don't know anyone smarter than my little sister Elena.
What school system?
So geez, you're killing me now. I should remember this. I want to say it's Thomaston.
Okay.
Yeah, God, I hope I got that right. Can we cut that out if I did?
Yeah, of course. Let me know after.
Yeah, she's great. Middle school social studies.
Nice.
Again, she just cares so much, and I mean, sure you can relate to this being a teacher. You know, I've told her, regrettably, I was like, Elena, you're too smart. You should be a superintendent. I see so much potential in her. And she brings me back down to earth, and she's like, Anthony, I don't care. I want to impact the kids day to day.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get that when I was in my mid-20s. Elena, what are you doing? You can move up, move up, move up. She's like, that's not my motive. But now, I get it. It makes sense.
Nice.
And she's great at it.
The Torromeo family, killing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's really good.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We're pretty fortunate. Yep.
Keep up the good work. We do a game. So I'm going to check your memory. Your jobs.
That's not good. My memory's not good, but go ahead.
Your jobs for Anthony's Abatement. Your first one, your last one, your best one, and your worst one. It's called first, last, best, worst. Oh,
You got great questions.
No banging on the table.
All right. First job, no shot. I get this remotely close. But I do know that Anthony's Abatement started with strictly asbestos. So I would assume it was definitely a West Hartford basement, removing 9x9 floor tile and the black glue behind it. So I'm almost certain it was. That was the first one.
Now, if the tile's 9x9, is automatically asbestos under it, right?
So I can't say automatically, but 9 out of
likely.
10 times it is. To the point where if you see a 9-inch by 9-inch floor tile, you don't normally waste the money on sampling it. You just assume it is and you treat it like that. Because, like I said, 9 out of 10 times it is. And then the glue under it, which is black mastic, also is normally hot, is what we call it when it's asbestos. It's hot. Yep.
What if it's 12 by 12?
12 by 12, you got a much better chance of it not being asbestos.
Okay.
But if it's held down by that same black mastic, then it leans in the favor of being asbestos.
It's the glue.
It's the
most
glue.
likely.
Yes. Yeah. Well, the 9x9, the tile itself will be.
Oh, wow.
Then the glue is just an added factor. Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good to know.
There's a lot. I mean, there's a ton of asbestos materials. It's a great insulator. It's just horribly.
I remember I was in like second or third grade, Kingsbury School in Waterbury. They're
Yeah.
Like, we can't eat in the lunchroom. We're eating lunch in the classroom. They're removing asbestos
Uh-oh.
during the school day
That's crazy.
while we're still there.
We're not allowed to do that anymore.
I think that explains a lot about. Maybe I'm kidding.
I hope not, but yeah, no longer is that allowed. You can't do asbestos work in schools when the school's in session.
Okay.
So that's why during the summer, asbestos really ramps up because every
Gotcha.
school in the state is trying to get their asbestos work done during that or during break.
How many schools have you done?
Oh, boy.
A lot of West Hartford schools? Or
Over 30 for sure.
30?
Yeah. Yep. School projects are normally pretty big.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the first one was a West Hartford home.
First one, definitely a West Hartford basement. Okay, so the best one. This might be recency bias, but we did the largest lead abatement job in the state of Connecticut last year. That was in Putnam, Connecticut. Unfortunately, what happened is they renovated a mill into apartments, and they didn't address all the leftover lead paint chips that were on the ceiling. So right when people started moving in, you had kids popping for lead poisoning, and the second that started, the state got involved, and we have to come in, move them out, clean up the apartment, and move them back in, and do it cyclically, and try to do it as fast as you can, so you don't interrupt these people's day-to-day lives. So that was a big one, and I was really proud of that one. So that was probably our best one.
Biggest in the state.
Yeah, that job.
That's a title right there.
Yeah, that was a good one for that year. That was last year.
Oh, last year. Okay.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. All right, and then worst? Was that a question?
Yep.
Jeez. The worst job, I don't have a particular job, but the worst feeling that we have is when we let a customer down and they're just not happy with what we do. It'll never be something that lasts because we'll always fix whatever mistake we might have made or whatever expectation we didn't meet. We'll go back every single day for a year until it's done right and the customer's happy. But that's the worst feeling, is that initial call the day after you leave a job and you say, hey, you scratched my floor, you left my window open. Mistakes happen, and that hurts. We hate that because we strive for perfection. But we'll never leave a customer unhappy. We'll always go back and fix it. And like I said, we won't leave that job until they are satisfied. Yeah. What was the fourth
That's
question?
good to hear. First, last, best, worst. Your last one was your most recent. Did you do a job today?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we did 5 jobs today. So we are at an old storage facility in East Windsor, owned by a gentleman named Jim. He's a great guy, always smiling, super happy, good conversationalist. And we are ripping down all of his old particle board and insulation so he can bring the building up to energy code. And just provide a better spot for his tenants. So, yeah, that's a fun one we're doing. It's fun. We don't do a ton of demolition, but it's fun when we get to do a big demo job because the guys like breaking stuff and cleaning it up after. And you take an ugly space and you make it clean and beautiful. And, it's nice. It's rewarding.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You do have a nice before and after pictures, right? You could see a before.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like this, and then after you're like, wow.
Yeah.
It's a big change. So that's something that motivating.
Yeah, and we see a lot of nasty places. We're in a lot of nasty buildings, and it's wet and damp and dark and smells like mold. And when we leave, it smells like Mr. Clean. Yeah.
Yeah, so, water damage, lead paint. So when you said pop, like, how long would lead have to be in the ceiling for a kid to test?
Yeah,
or how long do you have to be around lead?
No, that's an excellent question. So a child's blood lead level can be elevated within a matter of days, probably a week, I'd say is more common. Definitely.
And just for being on the ceiling, and it gives off a few. They don't have to eat the paint.
Well, so
because that's like the joke. You ate lead paint.
Yeah. No, I'll get into that. So the most common cause of lead poisoning is definitely lead dust. So it's not the lead painted ceiling itself. It's when those paint chips fall and get walked over and moved around, and it's a traffic area, and the kids' toys are there, or the kid's crawling around, and then his hand's touching his mouth, and she's chewing on her toy, which is on the ground. Gotcha. So it's the lead dust, which comes from a lot of things. So in lead abatement, big things are friction points. So a window that opens and closes all the time, a door that opens and closes all the time, creates a friction point, which leads to that lead dust. Mm-hmm. And that's what we try to avoid and prevent before we get to the point of lead abatement, which is a sick child. Yep.
I think my school also, we weren't allowed to open and close the windows, I swear. Same reason. Yeah. We had asbestos in the calf, and then our windows had lead. I swear. The teacher's like, don't open the window. Because the same thing, friction.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And how about that? Times have changed.
Big time.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like, I know workers, or like my dad's friend. My dad painted, and his friend was like, "Oh, that's just asbestos." Like we didn't care.
Right.
We just picked it up and like carried it anyway. No masks. But nowadays, you're in full ET suits, masks,
full moon suit,
looking.
Yeah.
So it's so weird. I mean, this guy also drank and smoked, so I don't know if asbestos was his biggest concern.
Yeah. No, I mean you're absolutely right. So a lot of the cutoffs were 1979. Lead paint, 1980 for asbestos. They didn't allow you to, some companies still were allowed to produce it for certain applications, but you weren't allowed to sell it, install it, and that's when they started the movement of removing these things from public places. The issue, when they were installing it back in the 40s and 50s, is they were good materials and they were cheap. They didn't know the repercussions of it. You had guys in submarines slapping on asbestos on, wet asbestos, slapping it on pipes, molding it around the pipe so it would insulate this steam pipe. And, it's nasty stuff.
I got some sponsors. Can I shout out some sponsors? And I got a follow-up question. We already talked about Keating Agency and Float. We have the Fix IV, Luna Pizza, Golf Law Group, People's Bank, Parkville Market, West Hartford Lock, Maximum Beverage. We're here at 340 North Main Street. Hopefully my guy Matt Whitney shows up later. And then Direct Line Media. We got Stefania and Dave. Direct Line Media is in Brantford on 11 Sycamore Way. So thank you for all our sponsors. If you're interested in being a podcast sponsor, please let me know. I think Sally and Bob's is coming on soon as a podcast sponsor. Who knows? Maybe Anthony's Abatement will come on as a podcast sponsor.
I think we should.
But with that being said, West Hartford Lock is one of our sponsors. What are 3 keys that make you great at being? Are you the CEO and president?
No, just president.
Just the president?
I'm not CEO. We don't have a board.
Yeah. Are you not only a president, your client, or I'm not only the client, I'm the player president?
Yeah.
You know what that's from?
What is that from?
I think it's a Biggie Smalls song.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah.
You know what that's from? I'm not only a client, I'm the player president. I'll always love Big Papa. No, different song. Anyway.
There's that memory of yours showing its face again.
Just,
Yep.
3 keys that make you great at being the president of Anthony's Abatement.
All right. Yeah, that's good. Belief in people, my employees. I don't micromanage. I believe in them to get things done, and they are way smarter than I am. They are way better at what they do than I am, and I trust them to do it. So, you got to believe in other people and let them reach their potential. Personally, discipline. I wish my diet discipline was a little better, but no, my work ethic is pretty good. I'm not afraid of early mornings. Another key is you have to be understanding of people and their situations. It goes back to if you walk by a stranger on the street, you don't know what kind of day they're having. You got to be understanding of clients and their situations and try to mold the scope of work to best fit them and just reach the outcome that makes everyone happy. Yeah. So you got to understand people, you got to believe in people, and you got to have a little discipline to go along with that.
I love it. Yeah. That's very good. Those are 3 keys. Helpful as a teacher. I like those. Discipline. The 5 a.m. Club is a book.
Yeah.
They say your world and your life will be so much more productive if you can start your day at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Yes. 4:30 is even better.
Ooh. Are you up at 4:30?
Oh, yeah.
4:30?
Yeah. I'm also in bed by 8. But
So up at 4:30, do you get some me time with the coffee first, or do
No.
you work out?
No, man,
Or you're up and out?
I shower up. I get to the shop like 5:15 and just start plugging away on the computer. Guys show up around 6, get them going out to the job sites, and it's like meetings till 10, 11 a.m. And then I'm fortunate I get to hit the gym a little early when it's less crowded, and back to the office when the crews come home. Yeah.
That's the best time. You're very fortunate
Yeah.
to hit the gym 11 to 12.
I
That's
am.
the optimal time.
Yep.
Because the Edge at 5 in the morning, it's a zoo.
Yeah.
There's a
I've
million
heard
people
that.
there.
Yeah. And then
and then
5
after
at
work,
night's worse.
AC Automotive. Do you know Aldo Carducci?
I don't, but I know AC. I drive by it all the time.
Great guy, great person. He also does CrossFit midday.
Yep.
So he goes to West Hartford job, then he goes to CrossFit, then he checks the New Britain location.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm like,
neat.
These midday workouts.
Yeah,
Teachers,
we're lucky.
there's no midday working out.
No. Well, during the summer you can get
Actually, today I did 10 push-ups 3 different times.
Yeah.
I got a couple kids. There's Alana, I call her Luna.
Yeah.
A Belle, I call her Bella. And a L, I call Ella. So if I mess up their name, I do push-ups. And
Yeah.
a Clara that I call Clara.
So 3 times today.
So 10 push-ups every time I mess up a kid's name.
Uh-huh.
Feeling good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
10
see you got the pump.
Got some pump.
Got the
Let's
pump.
go.
Yep.
I've been swimming. I just swam a mile on Saturday. At
That's the best
JCC.
exercise, they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's great on your back and knees and shoulders, because playing basketball is just getting to be too much.
Yeah.
Might be retiring soon. It's hard on your knees.
Well, that's
It's
why
left
we
knee.
shift to golf, because
Oh, yeah.
it's a lot easier on the body. Yeah.
Are you a member anywhere?
Yeah, Womp.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, just joined up. Excited to get the new clubhouse probably in a year, and yeah, really.
And you
take
won the
advantage
West
of it.
Hartford Chamber Womp.
We did.
Who was your
Yeah.
foursome?
So our sales guy Lon, my buddy Max, and then Lon brought his friend who turned out to be a ringer, and he won it for us. Yeah.
Nice. The best of scramble. You need one good guy to be
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, it's fun.
And then that allows you to, like, or motivates you.
Well, you could be the bad guy, which was me, and just if you come through on a putt or two, then you're
saving grace. You're the hero.
Yep.
Scramble, yeah. I didn't play this year, but I did play in the Womp a couple times. The West Hartford Chamber.
Yeah.
Great place. Are you a member of the Chamber?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, great network to be in.
Oh, isn't it great?
Yeah.
They were vital to Friends of Feeney's success.
Oh,
like,
I don't
wouldn't
doubt
be
that.
here with Dave without the Chamber. Meeting so many different people. Luna Pizza,
Yeah.
Donut Crazy. The list goes on and on from the Chamber. Kate and Chris are great.
Yeah.
Future guests.
That's Capture the Concept, is that? Or
They're the presidents of the unit.
yeah.
But Capture the Concept's great too. You work with them?
Yeah, I don't, but I mean they do good stuff. I
Yeah.
can just tell from afar that they're
good
very
stuff.
good at what they do. Yeah. Yep.
But no, I can name so many good people.
It's definitely we are a part of a number of chambers around Connecticut, and West Hartford is definitely one of the best ones.
Oh, can you compare and contrast some things that you see?
Yeah. West Hartford has a much more feel of a togetherness and a group and being tight knit, and a ton of events that a lot of people actually show up to. The other chambers are a little more, I don't know if this is the right word, but commercialized, where it doesn't feel as homey, and it's more just business centric, networking like that, which I understand is it's the goal. But West Hartford Chamber just does so many other things that aren't just networking, that I really love about it.
Tony, you know Tony from the Ron Foley Foundation?
I
Tony.
don't, no.
Oh, you got to meet Tony.
Yeah.
Tony's the
Got a
man.
good name.
Tony, yeah. Forget
Yeah.
about it. Tony, yeah. You go by Tony?
No, Anthony.
You never went by?
Tony was my grandfather.
Ah,
Yeah.
Anthony Telemore.
Oh, yeah.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
I got
Sounds
5
like we should
fingers.
be best friends.
And I only use tree. I was waiting to say that. So, being a West Hartford teacher,
Yes.
teachers are important.
Extremely.
Do you have a favorite teacher?
Ah, boy, that's tough, because my favorite teacher, if I'm being honest, is probably Mr. Wells, because he played football with us at recess. But
Wait, Dr. Wells? Rick Wells?
yeah,
Webster Hill?
no, he was at Duffy for a little bit.
Or maybe he was at Duffy.
Yeah.
Was he a Marine?
Yeah, oh yeah.
For real? He was your teacher?
Well, when my teacher, but at recess,
Oh.
he was my teacher, right?
Gotcha.
But that impacted me, because it made the school day so great, so fun. You look
Let's
forward
take a picture.
to it
We
all
gotta
the time.
send this. Will he remember you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got a thing. Mr. Wells and I, we sent pictures.
Do you? Oh yeah, great guy. That dude, he's always been in great shape, but he was a young man back when I was in freaking 3rd grade. So he still had a lot of the Marine in him, and he was great at recess. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but Miss Moran, 5th grade, Duffy, really instilled a lot of discipline in me, to the levels that, like, playing in football later on instilled in me. She was just, no nonsense type of woman, and she was great, because, she did it with kindness, but she made her point. And, I was a little rascal, and she kind of straightened me out a little, so definitely most impactful.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, Mr. Wells have come up a bunch of times, actually.
Yeah.
At Luna Pizza.
I bet.
I asked PJ Foley's kid. PJ Foley teaches at Connard. He
Yeah.
has a son.
I know PJ Foley. He
Yeah,
coached
Irish
me.
name. Yeah, he's a coach.
Yeah, he was a tight end coach when I was.
Oh, yeah. He's a tight end in college, I think, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, great
Yeah,
guy.
this guy's a unit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He still plays hoop. Still
Oh, I
jacked.
believe it. Yeah.
Plays Irish Gaelic football, too.
Really?
Yeah, grew up playing Gaelic football. Coaches Gaelic football. Great
Huh.
guy. PJ Foley, amazing
Sure.
person. But his son said Dr. Wells, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Dr. Wells, actually, too, my wife does riflery, and there was an awards celebration at Orange, Connecticut, at the golf course, and they wanted someone to be the guest speaker, and Wells showed up in his Marine suit,
Yeah.
had 2 books, and just did a wonderful presentation, and talking about when does your school day start. Not in the morning, at the night before, when you're getting your stuff together, you're getting your homework together. He had a golf club. He did a little golf club
Yeah.
bit, And he was really interesting, and he's a great speaker, great person.
Oh, excellent role model, that guy.
Role model. He's
Yeah,
going to be a
for
guest,
sure.
too, Dr. Wells.
Oh, yeah.
Rick Wells. So I'll send him that picture. Let's see what he says. Did he send us anything yet? And then
It's a long time ago.
That's so funny. I still remember there's a graduating class right now. They're in 12th grade. When I was in 3rd grade, it was the most serious two-hand touch football.
Yeah.
Kids went in crying.
Oh, yeah.
It was a Super Bowl. Every game was the Super Bowl.
Yes, you nailed it.
Clinton plays on the hoop team. BQ is at Suffield Academy. He's going to Nichols State to play baseball. The twins, Anthony and Ryan. Ethan was a 6 soccer player. All these kids were like, what's his name? Austin. Austin's a quarterback at KO. And these kids would like come in. I was Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I threw 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Touchdowns. I was the automatic
That's what
quarterback.
Dr. Wells was doing.
Is he the automatic quarterback?
Absolutely.
Oh, I loved it. I
Yeah.
could see it.
Good
Hit
luck
me and him the
tackling
same
that guy.
thing.
Yep.
But they would like always, and I'm putting the ball on the money. We're throwing touchdowns, but some kids would get upset, and then we'd like, all right, 4th quarter, do we go into like 2-minute drill to get the tie, or this team wins. But it was amazing. Good
And recess
kids.
is how long? Half hour?
Half an hour.
Yeah.
Best half an hour. That changed it, right? You thought about that. You're like, no matter
Absolutely.
what's going on, I still got this recess.
Yeah, I wasn't the greatest school kid, but that got
And then
me
this
too.
year, what does my school do to me? They gave me 2 lunch duties. No recess duties.
Oh, man.
You know who loves recess? Me.
Yeah.
Forget the kids.
Well, it's probably a good place to connect with kids in a different environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the playscape. I do a chin-up contest to get
Yeah.
the pump on. Then I would throw the football. So, no, it's hilarious. Teaching and playing football. That's great. No, but you've been instrumental and a great friend to Friends of Feeney. You've supported us multiple times. You got any questions for me? Recommendations? Anything that you feel I didn't share that you would like to talk about?
Recommendations, no. I do have questions, though, and it's in terms of like mentorship, because we can always give to nonprofits like yourself, but we'd also love to start fundraising ourselves and give even more to Connecticut Children's. And I just, I have a gentleman's dinner we're doing, which a friend of mine, Gianni Viscuso, who's a realtor down in Milford, has helped me put together. But, that's the tip of the iceberg. How do you put together such a force of fundraising?
Yeah.
And where do you start, and how do you get the raffle items, and you're calling everybody and inviting people, and you don't know if it's going to pan out or not.
Yeah,
Walk me through that.
So many concerns and hesitations when you're like, we have this wonderful event. Will people show up?
Yeah.
So far, knock on wood, everything has been working out. But, a lot of people don't like to RSVP. They don't want to let you know. They don't want to buy the ticket until the day of.
Sure.
They're always waiting on the weather. If there's something else, they have children, so we get that. But you just hope for the best, and we have a good team. Like I said, Marty, Jen, Matt, Rob. Marty, Jen, Matt, Rob. That's the team. So right now we all have it. Like Jen runs the raffle.
Yep.
So Jen will organize it and make these wonderful signs with the container that matches it. We call a lot of people for donations and gift cards, like Salute gift card, Treva gift cards, Zahara gift card, Luna Pizza gift card, Sally and Bob's, all these wonderful organizations. Like you say, West Hartford cares.
Yeah.
West Hartford wants to help. Just today, for the St. Patrick's Day parade, we need T-shirt sponsors.
Yeah.
So I'm shooting out some texts.
Yep. I got that DM.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
DM. Some
we'll
I have
do
the
that.
text, some I have the DMs.
Yep.
So, yeah, thank you for that. Well, this will be great. Another time of the Anthony Abatement on
we'll
the back
do
of
that
the shirt.
for sure. Yep.
Love it.
I would imagine you find that organizations and people are far more giving than you could even think of and expect.
And then we have a mission that's easy to buy into.
Heck
We're
yeah,
helping
it is.
children and families that need assistance after heartbreak and tragedy. It's hard to say, like, I don't know. I really don't believe in that one, or it's against my politics, or some reason. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
We're helping people that need it.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm a teacher. You know, I don't make an extraordinary amount, but I have a roof over my head, and you know, I'm happily housed and everything I need. So I want to help as many people as I can. I've been doing it in the classroom. Now I want to do it outside of the classroom.
Yeah.
And I'm very fortunate right now. We've helped up over 90 families and raised over $230,000.
That's incredible.
Yeah. All in 12 years, all volunteer-based, community-based, grassroots organization. Just helping. You know, we were talking about school. Kingsbury School reminds me of Dwayne Hunter was in my 3rd grade class and my 5th grade class. Last year, he was crossing the street and got hit by a car.
Oh, no.
So his father, you know, paid for the funeral, and his baby mom and his daughter need some funds, so we helped that family. That was most recently. There was an unfortunate event of Bloomfield football player, 13 years old, died at practice.
Oh,
we helped that family.
Yeah.
Yeah, you name it. We've helped fires, cancer, whatever.
Yep.
We have a system now where we have a donation request form. Where there was a fire in Terryville, they went to the services, civil services or human resources, and they referred Friends of Feeney to them.
How about that?
Right? And this is in Terryville. We've been helping the family.
Yeah.
We gave them, you know, I think like $5,000, maybe 10 boxes of Amazon items.
Yeah.
Toys for Christmas, coats, like so many things.
Which is huge.
Oh, yeah.
Especially at that time.
Yeah, so it's been great. We have some things looking forward to, like the St. Patrick's Day Parade. We have a Wolfpack game, our golf tournament,
Yeah.
Memorial Day Parade. We're honoring a veteran. I tried to honor Rick Wells last year. He was going to Martha's Vineyard for his wife because his wife writes books.
Yeah.
And he couldn't make it, so maybe I'll have him be because we have a guest of honor.
Yeah. Yeah.
A veteran. So maybe Rick Wells will be our guest this year.
Yeah. It's all incredible stuff.
Yeah. But like you said, that's great. You have a great heart, great family. Sounds like you have wonderful parents, and you're doing great things. So I would happily maybe talk to you more about how to help you or start your own organization, or let me know the date of that gentleman's dinner.
Yeah,
I mean, I think I'm a gentleman, so maybe I'll get invited.
Yeah. I'd be honored to have you.
I have to grab the right fork on the right side of the plate and stuff, but you know,
well, you and me both.
chew with my mouth closed.
Yeah.
No,
I'll definitely bend your ear.
Yeah. Cool. What's the connection, Milford? Is that the New Haven connection?
So
Southern?
Gianni, the guy who is kind of teaching me up how to do an event, that's where he's out of.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, we talked recommendations. I just recommend, I always say it, I say the same thing. Write a handwritten note and take a cold shower. Those are my 2 recommendations. But this is really cool. Anthony, my neighbor Anthony, had a birthday, so he wrote me a thank you card. I want to read it. Feeney. Oh, this is funny, too. Maybe a little backstory. His wife wanted to trick him to get down to West Hartford Brewing and Roasting.
Yeah.
And his whole family was there to surprise him. So she used me. She's like, hey, can you text us and say, hey, Feeney, we really did win Best Nonprofit 3 years in a row, but tell him there's a celebration of Feeney's nonprofit winning, and we want it to go. So I'm like, hey, I kind of cut and paste whatever she said. I'm like, come down Friday, 7, free drink. Feeney won Best Nonprofit. Haley and Anthony. And he goes, Feeney, I should have known you were pulling some strings to plan my surprise party. The most surprising part of the night, that you weren't in a room full of people trying to sell FOF merch. Appreciate it all. Thanks for the gift cards, too. Cheers to 30. So happy 30th birthday, Anthony. Yeah, he's like, all his friends are there. He's like, he thought I was going to go to the car and try to sell, like, get your Feeney shirt, get your Feeney, you want a magnet, get his hat. Then I'm like, darn it, I missed a golden opportunity. I should have.
Yeah.
Pushing merch at a birthday.
Yeah.
Anthony. Oh, this is with heartfelt gratitude. This is the Sunflower Kids program. We're so grateful to your kindness and thinking of our team and our Sunflower Kids. And then a bunch of kids signed it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the generous things. Thank you for thinking. Thank you for finding the family. So, Sunshine. And then this is my guy, Scion. I like Mr. Feeney.
Look at that.
Thank you, Mr. Feeney. And he calls me Eric in parentheses. That's like a huge thing for a 3rd grader to.
Oh yeah.
They're like Eric.
First name.
And I'm like.
Well, first you got to figure out what their name is.
Right.
Then once you get that information,
But back in the day, you're like, you call your teacher Mr. Feeney.
yeah.
I'm like, call me whatever. Call me
Yeah,
Eric.
huh?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Call me Feeney, Eric.
Yeah.
You know, out of respect, don't call me like names. Obviously, that happens too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so cool. How you feeling on this podcast?
Great.
You're very not nervous at all. You're like calm, cool, collective.
Yeah. Well, you can't tell what's going on inside.
Reminds me of the time that you were on with Kara and Scott.
They're awesome.
My dude Scott Haney.
Yeah.
Channel 3.
Better Day, Connecticut, or Great Day, Connecticut.
How was that?
Very good. Nerve-wracking.
That was a little nervous.
I mean, you got a lot of cameras on you. It's hot. But Scott and Kara make it very easy, just like you have today. Yeah, they're super welcoming, and you know, you got to go in prepped a little so you know what you're doing. You can't just get stuck on the
No, you're
stand.
great. I watched that. It was really good.
Yeah,
How'd you set that up? Do you reach out to them? Do they reach out to you?
Yeah, so we have a marketing rep with Channel 3, and she reaches out, and she tries to let us know when good times might be and invites us on. And, you know, we try to do it probably like 3 times a year because you get to talk to the people more than just a commercial. And we get a lot of great feedback with that. Yep.
That's cool. No, it was great. So maybe I'll share the link. But Kara and Scott,
Yeah.
we already thanked Maximum Beverage. You know my guy, Matt Whitney. Matt, Anthony. You ready for us? You gonna come on? You want to come back?
I need to find my check.
Okay, we'll give you a couple minutes. The Happy Gilmore check. So as a thank you, and you swagged me up. I love my shirt. I
Yeah.
love the Portuguese and the Italian flag.
Yep.
Embroidered in there.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
does your shirts?
Dave, Fresh Ink.
Ah,
Another West Hartford guy.
Park Road.
That's right.
Well, funny that you say that. 'Cause guess who does my shirt?
There you go. Fresh Ink.
Fresh Ink. Shout out
Yep.
to Fresh Ink.
Gotta
and
keep it
Dave.
local.
Keep it local. I want to give you a shirt.
Thank you
Thank you
very
for being
much.
a good friend.
Love it. That's the OG shirt, correct?
That's the OG.
Yeah.
Be a good friend,
You talk about my design. Yours is excellent as well.
right?
Yeah.
And this is another thing. Motto. Like, you can't beat the motto. Be a
No.
good friend.
Nope.
Drive like a friend. Hold the door. Give
Yeah.
compliments. Be charitable.
Yeah, I love that.
Right,
Good color,
you can wear
too.
this to the gym.
You bet.
Don't rip out of it. You like rip out of it like the Hulk.
No.
David
Not at
Banner,
all.
that shirt.
Yeah, I wish.
Putting up 315 or 350.
315. No, 350 is a little much. 315 for a few. Yeah.
Jeez.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
No. There are
You
guys.
put up more? Have you ever put up more?
Nope. No, probably the strongest I've ever been.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Discipline, man. Goes a
Do
long
you
way.
take creatine or anything?
Lots of creatine.
Yeah?
Yeah. Lots of creatine, pre-workout, amino acids. I take it all. Magnesium.
Are you up to peptides yet or no?
No, not yet. I think I will be soon, though.
Right?
I don't know. I hear
There's
good
that
things.
Game Day West Hartford.
Yeah.
You should talk with them.
I
I
wanna
met the
swing
guy.
by there.
I met the guy.
Yep. I've
He was-
heard good things.
He was talking very high on the peptides.
Yeah. Hydrogen water, mineralized water. Yeah. They're doing it all now. Just got to drop some LBSs and we'll be all set.
I take calcium, vitamin C, and glycosamine for my knee.
Yeah?
But I don't take anything yet.
How's
Or
the
protein. Protein powder. I want to get on this creatine. Do you do the gummies?
Creatine's great. I do both, gummies and the powder.
Jeez. Every
Yeah.
day.
Oh, yeah. Every day. Even if I'm not going to the gym.
I heard creatine's also good for your brain. Do you feel good with memory or recall or?
No, but I've always been deficient in that. I'm not the smartest guy. Yeah. No, but it definitely helps with recovery and growth. Yeah. Yeah. When you stop taking it, you see how much it helps.
All right, write that down. I'm getting some creatine.
Creatine's great. Yep.
Creatine.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we have this. How about Jordan juice? You ever drink Jordan juice? This is Knob Creek. I got to get this in before Matt comes back. Signature Wine and Spirits in Simsbury did a collab with us. They picked the barrel, Signature Wine and Spirits, and this is a cool label.
Awesome.
Show. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you, Omar, our co-president. Vinny put this together. You could scan our code
Yeah.
and go to Vinny's code, QR code. But you see the golf theme.
Yeah, it
Friends of
looks great.
Feeney. You can't get 10-year Knob Creek in Connecticut.
Really?
This is the only one. You could get 9-year.
Yeah.
This is the only 10-year.
Wow.
So this is an exclusive. There were 90 bottles. There's only 20 bottles left. So get it while you can. It's $85. 20 of it goes to Friends of Feeney.
Okay.
So it's really cool. But thank you, Vinny. And again, thank you, Omar, for this wonderful idea. And they move fast, too.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
So check it out. Look at that.
Smart collab.
I like it. I know we like collabing on fundraisers. You know, we're doing a hockey game. We sold over 100 tickets.
Yeah.
I think we're getting $5 a ticket. Maybe more. We getting 5 or $4 a ticket.
It's pretty good still.
$400 just to go to a game.
Yeah.
We got 10 kids that are going to line up and do the high five tunnel.
Yeah, that's fun.
So it's pretty cool.
That's Wolfpack?
Yeah.
Very good.
Wolfpack. Also want to recommend. Do you like basketball? Yeah, you like basketball.
Sure,
There's
of
a
course.
Netflix special. I just watched it. 6 episodes about the Olympics.
Oh,
And
yeah.
They didn't just focus on the USA, which was
Yeah.
really cool. And I learned so much about Team Canada, stacked with NBA players.
Yeah.
Team France, stacked. They're going to win it next year. Wemby,
Because
Wemby. If he's not hurt.
Yeah.
If he's not hurt. But
Yeah, he just
even
got banged
Serbia,
up last week,
amazing,
didn't he?
amazing team. Serbia with Jokic. But it was really cool. And then R.J. Barrett,
He's Canadian.
he's Canadian. His
Yeah.
dad, he's Rowan Jr. Barrett. His dad was the Canadian coach and played with Steve Nash.
Really?
Didn't know that.
Whoa. Who else is the Canadian? I forget
what's
his
his name?
initials. SKJ or what it was.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's a stud.
He's going to be MVP this year, I think.
Yeah.
What's his name? I just watched him last night. OKC versus Timberwolves on
Yeah.
NBA TV I watched.
You big basketball guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I didn't have YouTube TV, so
Uh-huh.
now I do. And I'm like, I'm watching this game. It goes to overtime. OKC makes a 12-point comeback with like 5 minutes left. No, the other way around. Timberwolves come back
Yeah.
against, what's his name? Garius Alexander, but they call him SGA.
Yes, that's it. SGA. Yeah, you nailed it.
But they're great. And I swear they called the USA team the Avengers, right? During the whole time.
Yeah.
And I swear they ended it with Wemby looking like Thanos going,
Really?
we may have lost, but I'm calling out everyone, watch me from now on. And it ends. And it ends. It was crazy. Like
Yeah.
he called out the world
Yeah.
and it ended.
That's
And I was
good.
like, Wemby's gonna be the man.
Good Olympics
It was
coming
cool.
up. Then.
It was cool. He's 7'1". Goes
Oh, it's
between the
insane.
legs,
Oh,
hits
yeah.
threes.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another guy who's French. He's the French captain. What's his name?
I don't know as well as you do.
Not Tatum. It's like, shoot. But his dad, he was 3. He was watching his dad play basketball. His dad passed away on the court. Died on the
dang.
court.
Gosh.
Baton?
Oh,
Batum?
wow.
Nico Batum?
Is it?
Baton? I don't know, but I highly suggest
Is
King
that
of
the
the Court.
same Batum that we knew growing up a little
Batum,
bit?
I think.
His
Yeah.
dad's that the dad? I don't know.
I think that's
to
we know the
fact
kid.
check that.
We know the kid.
yeah.
No, I learned a lot.
Well, a lot of that is from the Dream Team,
Yeah.
putting their imprint all over the world.
They
and
said
then that
that
comes
too.
bearing fruit of all these excellent international players.
Dirk was 10 when he saw the Dream Team, and he's like, "That's it. That's what I want to do." Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah.
They interviewed him.
There you go.
So many people were like, "That was the inspiration over the world."
Sure. Absolutely. Greatest sports team ever assembled.
Freshman year, my first day of school outfit was a Charles Barkley
Yeah.
matching top 10 Charles Barkley
Yeah.
shorts and shirts set with Air Maxes.
And that vintage look is back in style.
And
now.
the vintage.
Thing would be
I,
sick
I
right
was
now.
like, I want to buy the Barkley jersey again.
Yeah.
It was number 14.
14.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
They
it.
do. And Jordan was number 9.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
I forgot what Bird was. Bird was like maybe
He wasn't, what,
7,
30?
I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
But that 92 team was amazing.
greatest team ever assembled.
Greatest team ever assembled.
Yeah.
Changed the way I mean, I fell in love with sports.
Yeah.
I was already in love with sports, but that was like, and then like the patriotism and the pride.
Yeah.
Like, we're destroying people.
Yeah.
USA's the best.
It's always fun to win, too. Yeah. Yep.
So you're Anthony's Abatement, family-owned, operated in CT for 10 years.
Yes.
Have you ever done a job outside of Connecticut?
Yeah, we do Southern Mass.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's a quick ride. We do a lot of Greenwich and Stamford, Fairfield County too. It's definitely a tough ride for us, but we cover the whole state. Yeah.
Where do you see Anthony's Abatement in 5 years?
That's a great question. 5 years, I would probably say more than doubled in size, and probably another branch in Fairfield County. And yeah, doing the same services, sticking to the same things we're doing, keeping it simple, and just doing it at a larger volume. Yeah,
Very good.
that's the goal.
I know someone asked that, where would Friends of Feeney be in 5 years? And I was like, I don't really know, but I hope that we're raised, over close to $1 million for families. I
Yes.
was hoping, because if we're at $250,000 now,
Yeah,
5 years, we hope to get to $1 million
yeah.
and maybe get to over like 60 families or 75 families. It'd be great. No, we're already at 90, so it'd be great to be like 500 families.
That is an awesome goal. The million is
You
huge.
own the $1 million?
Yep.
I would get a golden check. Big Happy Gilmore.
I don't
check.
see why not. The growth that you've done is on par.
Yeah, we just had this wonderful event at Parkville Market. My buddy Band showed up. We collaborated with them. It's called Rock the Local.
Yeah.
We worked with the Hartford Hartford Arts, and we have the concert series, and then we got this beautiful mural inside the local, which my students helped paint, and it's like the Starry Night. So it's like the Magnet, but Starry Night, the Van Gogh painting.
Yeah.
And my buddy D-Lock, episode 58, great podcast, most viewed. Put on a show with his band. It was amazing. So it was a great time. I saw friends that I haven't seen in a while. My buddy Justin showed up. Greeny showed up. And it's funny, my guy Seth, this guy lives in California. I swear I see him more than some of my friends that live in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird how that works?
It is.
Because when he's around, he'll come by.
Right.
He was like at the casino, and I just threw it out. Hey, I'm here 7 to 10.
Yeah.
And it's weird. He's like, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I'm like, ha, you're in California. And he really showed up. It was like a wonderful surprise to see good friends like that. So it was good together
And a
with
good
friends.
venue there at
Yeah, you
Parkville.
like Parkville?
Oh yeah.
What's
Excellent.
your go-to food at Parkville Market?
I would probably say mofongo, right? Yeah. It's tough
Guess
to
what
get
I had
away from
Saturday
that.
night?
Did you?
Mofongo.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
And then actually I had mofongo and a beef patty and some curry. The Jamaican food's really good.
Oh, you
there,
kept
too.
it diverse.
Yeah. Oh,
good.
Listen, I got a daughter that's a vegetarian. I
Yeah.
like meat. You go there with a family, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
You can't say, I don't like what I see. Find
Yeah.
something. So it's an amazing place.
That's what's cool about that place. It used to be a ladder supply place.
Yeah, they have that. Our mural is next to the Ladder Supply.
Yeah.
There's an old sign.
Bishop's Ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a yellow, it says Bishop's Ladder.
Yep.
You remember that?
Yeah, we gutted the place.
Did you do the abatement of
We didn't
Parkville?
do the abatement. We did some of the demo.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
And Carlos is big on preserving some of the stuff.
Portuguese.
Yeah. Mozambique. He's from Mozambique.
Yeah.
But he's Portuguese.
Yep. Carlos Moda. Yep.
Carlos Moda, podcast guest.
Was
Great
he?
person.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We needed storage. He gave us storage at
Oh, yeah.
40 Arbor Street. We're in the basement of
Yep.
40 Arbor Street. We put a lot of our parade equipment there.
Yeah. Smart guy.
He is owning half of Hartford,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so did he tell you to preserve some things, like keep the vintage look? Like he wanted some of the...
We weren't working directly for him. We were working for his general contractor. Yeah, we were doing like just a overall clean out and taking down and like shelving and stuff. Yeah.
Because he likes to build around it. If the wood could be preserved, he likes to have that shown.
Yeah,
even in
it's-
his apartments, he was saying.
Yeah, it's smart.
And he kept a lot of woods to make the picnic table.
Yeah.
He had that Bishop Ladder sign still, which you thought it was really cool. He's big into like holding on to and keeping it authentic and vintage.
Which is good for an investor like him, because too many of them lose sight of that.
And just want to demo him.
Yeah, it's good to keep the character.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He is.
Oh, yeah, so do you know PD then? The PDQ, the Portuguese place?
I don't know Petey.
Oh, you got to check that out. They opened up, they were in Parkville Market, but now they have their own location on Parkville Road.
Oh.
Portuguese.
Okay. Yeah,
They
I
got
check that out.
They got a special sauce.
Yeah.
We did a hot dog contest there. They came in 3rd place.
Really?
Or 2nd place. But,
Interesting. I'm going to have to check them out.
so who do you like, Messi or Ronaldo?
I mean, boy. Yeah, I have to say Ronaldo, but I can admit Messi's probably the best player ever. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think I can say that.
I thought you were just going to automatically go with the
Well,
hometown boy.
I got to. I mean, it's my favorite, but yeah, Messi's a little different than everyone.
True.
Yep.
Did you like soccer?
No, I was this size when I was 3, so soccer wasn't really in my repertoire. Nope, I was O-line football and goalie in lacrosse, and that was about it. Yeah.
We're here at Maximum Beverage. Good friend. Come say hi, Matt. Come say hi. Tell us how you feel.
All right.
That's my guy right here. You know Anthony?
That's nice. How you doing, man?
Anthony. What's up,
Nice to
buddy?
meet you.
How are you, man?
Good. Yourself?
Anthony's Abatement.
Oh, nice.
Is that a branded Bills?
Yeah, that's a nice
Look
hat.
at that.
Look at that.
That's a nice hat.
Eagle with the shades on.
Yeah, it's
I like
America,
it.
baby. People
like
keep
it.
asking me, are you a Philadelphia Eagles fan?
Uh-huh.
What about this says Philadelphia
That's
Eagles?
recency
right?
bias. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
I don't, it's like, I'm like, all right. I'm not an Eagles fan. Although I did root for them to win.
Me too.
Thank God. Chiefs go down.
Yeah.
What's better than that?
Yeah.
Not much. So, yeah, no big check. Got a small check in my pocket. I can give you that.
All right. Do you want to?
But we can do it another one.
All right, we'll do another one. We'll do
I'm
some.
gonna find it. We gotta get the big check. You can't do a check presentation with a check that's this big.
Yeah, it's not cute. All right, we'll find it. Well, thanks for everything, Matt.
It's good to meet you. Yeah.
All right, we're at hour 20. We usually shoot for 50 minutes with Feeney.
Yeah?
So we're at hour 20. We got any closing remarks? I had a wonderful time talking with you. I could
Likewise.
talk with you forever.
No, I know.
You got the gift of the gab.
Yeah, it was good. It was great. No, you made me feel very welcomed here, and your cause is incredible. I mean, it's what we aspire to be like, is the cause that you're putting forth. So I'm just honored to be on here, and thank you for having me.
All right. So on 3, we'll say, be a good friend. 1, 2, 3. Be a good friend.